Are you awake right now because your heart is heavy? Because the weight of suffering feels too much to bear alone? If you're listening to this in the quiet hours when the world sleeps, but your soul cannot rest, then you are exactly where you need to be. This is your moment. This is your refuge. My name is Prophet Anderson, and I want you to know something right now. You didn't find this prayer by accident. God led you here to this very moment because He sees your pain. He knows your struggle. And tonight, through the gentle words of Psalm 23, He wants to wrap you in His perfect peace. Here, your soul finds rest. This is more than just a prayer. This is your sanctuary, your safe place where suffering transforms into strength, where tears become testimonies, and where your weary heart finally finds the comfort it's been searching for. Before we begin, I want you to do something special for me. In the comments below, tell me what city or country you're watching from. Let's create a beautiful map of souls finding peace together. You are not alone in this journey. You are part of our Listeners of Peace family, and your story matters. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to find the most comfortable position. Maybe you're in bed, maybe you're sitting in your favorite chair, or perhaps you're somewhere quiet where you can just be. Close your eyes gently. Let your shoulders drop. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for just a moment. Now breathe out slowly through your mouth, releasing all the tension you've been carrying. Feel the peace. Feel the presence. God is here with you right now. In this sacred space we're creating together, your faith becomes your refuge, your moment of peace. Breathe deep. God is here. Can you feel it? That gentle shift in the atmosphere around you. The very air you're breathing is filled with His presence. I want you to imagine right now that you're not alone in that room. Jesus Himself has just walked in, and He's sitting right beside you. Picture this with me. All those heavy burdens you've been carrying, all those worries that keep you awake at night, all that pain that feels like it's crushing your chest. I want you to visualize gathering all of it up in your hands. Every fear about tomorrow, every regret from yesterday, every moment of suffering that has brought you to this prayer tonight. Now, in your mind's eye, see yourself placing all of that weight at the feet of Jesus. Watch as He gently takes each burden from you. See the compassion in His eyes as He looks at you and whispers, "My child, you don't have to carry this alone anymore." The room around you is transforming. What was once a place of restlessness is now becoming your sanctuary. The walls themselves seem to breathe with peace. The very air is thick with love and comfort. This is your refuge now. This is where your soul can finally exhale. Tonight we're going to journey through one of the most powerful passages ever written, Psalm 23. These aren't just ancient words on a page. These are living promises, breathing hope directly into your situation right now. Listen to these words as if Jesus is speaking them directly to you. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Let me tell you what this means for you tonight. When David wrote, "The Lord is my shepherd," he wasn't speaking from a place of comfort. He was a man who knew suffering. He knew what it felt like to be hunted, betrayed, overwhelmed by circumstances beyond his control. Yet he declared with absolute certainty that God was his shepherd. A shepherd doesn't just watch from a distance. A shepherd stays close. A shepherd protects. A shepherd guides through dangerous paths. And tonight, no matter how dark your valley feels, your shepherd is right there with you. When it says, "He makes me lie down in green pastures," this is God's promise that even in your suffering, He will provide places of rest. Even when your mind is racing with worry, He will create moments of peace. Even when your heart is breaking, He will give you spaces to heal. He leads me beside still waters. In the chaos of your pain, God is leading you to places of calm. This prayer right now, this is your still water. This is where your soul gets restored. Take a moment right now to anchor yourself in this truth. You are safe. You are held. You are loved beyond measure. Even in your suffering, especially in your suffering, you are not forgotten. Picture again that image of Jesus sitting beside you. See how He's not uncomfortable with your pain. He's not trying to rush you through it or minimize it. He's simply present with you in it. This is your security anchor. No matter how the storms of life rage around you, this moment, this presence, this peace is always available to you. Your suffering has brought you to this sacred place tonight. And here, in this refuge we've created together, you can finally let your guard down. You can finally stop pretending to be strong for everyone else. You can finally just be held. Even in the midst of your pain, there are gifts to acknowledge. I know it might be hard to see them right now, but they're there. Thank you, God, for the breath in our lungs right now. Thank you for the beating of our hearts, even when they're heavy. Thank you for bringing us to this moment of connection with you. Thank you for the people who love us, even when we feel unlovable. Thank you for the roof over our heads, even when it feels like our world is falling apart. Thank you for the food that nourishes our bodies, even when our souls feel empty. And God, thank you even for the difficulties. I know that sounds strange, but thank you for the struggles that have brought us closer to you. Thank you for the pain that has made us more compassionate. Thank you for the valleys that have taught us to appreciate the mountaintops. Thank you for your constant care, even when we can't feel it. Thank you for your presence, even when we can't see it. Thank you for your love, even when we don't understand it. If this prayer is touching your heart right now, I want you to show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our ASMR prayer family. Your subscription tells me that you want to be part of this community of peace, this family of faith that gathers here every night to find rest in God's presence. Share your story with us in the comments. Tell us what you're grateful for tonight, even in the midst of your struggle. Let's encourage each other. Let's be the family that lifts each other up when the world tries to tear us down. God, I need to be honest with you tonight. Sometimes I don't understand why suffering exists. Sometimes I question why good people go through such hard things. Sometimes I feel angry, confused, and lost. I confess that I don't always trust your timing. I want relief now. I want answers now. I want the pain to stop now. I confess that sometimes I try to control things that are completely out of my hands, and it only makes me more anxious. I admit that I've been carrying burdens that were never mine to carry. I've been trying to fix things that only you can fix. I've been worrying about tomorrow when you've only given me grace for today. Forgive me for the times I've doubted your goodness because of my circumstances. Forgive me for the moments I felt sorry for myself instead of trusting in your plan. Forgive me for trying to be my own shepherd when you've already promised to guide me. I surrender control to you tonight. I release my need to understand everything. I let go of my timeline and embrace yours. I stop fighting against the current and choose to float in your peace instead. Jesus, I'm asking you specifically tonight for the gift of peaceful sleep. You know how my mind races when my head hits the pillow. You know how the worries seem louder in the darkness. I'm asking you to quiet every anxious thought, silence every fear, calm every storm in my mind. Grant me sleep that actually restores, not just unconsciousness, but true rest that heals my body, refreshes my spirit, and renews my hope for tomorrow. Let me wake up feeling your presence instead of my problems. I pray for protection over my family tonight. Cover my children with your angels. Watch over my spouse, my parents, my siblings. Create a hedge of protection around everyone I love. Let no harm come near our dwelling. Protect my mind from nightmares and disturbing thoughts. Protect my heart from despair and hopelessness. Protect my faith from doubt and discouragement. I declare that this night belongs to you, and in your presence there is perfect peace. I speak peace over my finances. I speak peace over my relationships. I speak peace over my health. I speak peace over my future. Whatever is causing me to suffer tonight, I place it under your authority and declare that your peace will reign instead. Let me tell you about a night when Jesus himself was suffering. It was in the Garden of Gethsemane, just hours before his crucifixion. The weight of the world's sin was pressing down on him. He was so distressed that he sweat drops of blood. But here's what's beautiful about that moment. Jesus didn't suffer alone. He brought his closest friends with him. And when the suffering became too much, he cried out to his Father. He was honest about his pain. He asked for the cup to be taken from him if possible. But then he said something that changed everything. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. In the midst of his deepest suffering, Jesus chose trust over understanding. He chose surrender over control. I want to share something personal with you. There was a time in my own life when I felt like I was drowning in circumstances I couldn't change. I prayed and prayed for God to remove the situation, but he didn't. Instead, he met me in the middle of it. He didn't take away the storm, but he became my peace in the storm. That's when I learned that sometimes God's greatest miracles aren't about changing our circumstances. Sometimes his greatest miracles are about changing us in the midst of our circumstances. Sometimes the healing we need isn't from our situation, but through our situation. Now I want you to focus on your body for a moment. Starting from the top of your head, feel God's peace washing over you like warm honey. Feel it flowing down your forehead, relaxing every muscle around your eyes. Let that peace move down to your jaw. Unclench it. Let it go soft. Feel the peace flowing down your neck, releasing all the tension you've been holding there. Let it move into your shoulders. Drop them. Let them fall naturally. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders tonight. Breathe in slowly and feel that peace filling your chest. Feel your heart rate slowing down. Feel your breathing becoming deeper, more natural, more relaxed. With each breath, you're breathing in God's peace and breathing out your anxiety. Let that peace flow down your arms, all the way to your fingertips. Feel your hands relaxing, unclenching from whatever you've been holding on to too tightly. Let it go. God's got it. Feel the peace moving down your back, releasing every knot of tension, down your stomach, calming every nervous flutter, down your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, all the way down to your toes. Your entire body is now wrapped in God's peace. You are completely relaxed, completely safe, completely held by the one who loves you most. Listen to me carefully, because I believe God wants to speak something specific over your life tonight. The suffering you're walking through right now is not the end of your story. It's not even the most important chapter. You're being prepared for something beautiful that you can't even imagine yet. God is using this difficult season to develop character in you that can only be forged in the fire of adversity. He's building compassion in your heart that will one day comfort others who are walking through what you're walking through right now. Your pain has purpose. Your struggle has meaning. Your tears are not wasted. God is collecting every single one, and He's going to use them to water the seeds of your destiny. I prophesy over you tonight that this season of suffering is coming to an end. Joy is coming in the morning. Breakthrough is on the horizon. The same God who brought you through everything you've survived so far is going to bring you through this too. Based on Psalm 23, I bless you with the assurance that you will never lack what you truly need. I bless you with green pastures of rest in the midst of your chaos. I bless you with still waters of peace in the middle of your storm. I bless your soul with restoration. I bless your path with righteousness. I bless you with fearlessness, even in the darkest valleys, because your shepherd is with you. I bless you with abundance, even in the presence of your enemies. I bless your head with the oil of joy. I bless your cup to overflow with goodness. I bless goodness and mercy to follow you all the days of your life. You know what I love most about our listeners of Peace Community? It's that we don't just pray together, we carry each other. In the comments below, I want you to leave a word of encouragement for someone else who might be suffering tonight. Sometimes the very thing you need to hear is the thing you need to say to someone else. If this prayer has brought you peace, please share it with someone who needs it. Don't keep this refuge to yourself. There's someone in your life right now who is lying awake, struggling with their own pain, and they need to know that they're not alone. Your story of how God has met you in your suffering could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to keep going. Don't underestimate the power of your testimony. Your pain can become someone else's pathway to peace. Tomorrow night, I'll be here again with another prayer for our family. We're going to dive deep into finding hope when everything feels hopeless. It's going to be exactly what your soul needs to continue this journey of healing. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss it. Your healing is a process, not a one-time event, and I want to walk through every step of it with you. For now, just rest in this moment. Feel the peace that surpasses all understanding settling over you like a warm blanket. Your faith is your refuge, your moment of peace. Breathe deep. God is here. He's not going anywhere. Even when you fall asleep, He'll be watching over you. Even when you wake up, He'll still be there. Soak in this peace. Let it fill every empty space in your heart. Let it heal every broken place in your soul. You are loved. You are held. You are never ever alone. Rest now, dear one. Rest in the arms of the one who calls you his beloved. Rest in the promise that this too shall pass. Rest in the assurance that your shepherd is with you, and he will never leave you nor forsake you. Sweet dreams, listeners of peace. Until we meet again tomorrow night, may God's perfect peace be your pillow, and His unfailing love be your covering. The prayer that embraces, the voice that calms. Here, your soul finds rest